So this is the 361 muffler and cylinder. This is what is left of the beautiful baffle that is hidden within these mufflers. Now, I just go crazy on mine. I go ugly. Take the grinder, I open it up, hammer, chisel, and I beat the ever-living piss out of that thing until it rattles loose and I break the little welds that hold it in, and now I just gotta massage that back flat and then fold everything back together and weld her all up. But when I was looking at, I don't know where I set the gasket now. It's in the box. When I was looking at the size of the exhaust port versus the gasket, you can see I do have a bit of material that I can do for some gasket matching. And then same with, I've got a line scribed where I can grind to on the muffler. So again, ugly, very ugly, but it works. I just gotta bend a few things back into position. This one's not going to win a beauty pageant by any means, but hey, it's the means and methods I've got to get this muffler completely gutted. So it'll be dual port once I'm done, and we'll have my exhaust will be gasket matched both sides. And ooh, I do have to check then the heat shield, which I believe is bigger. So a couple things just to check on the exhaust side, and then it's going together. So back here on the 361 Farmertec build saw, I have the muffler done now. Pretty certain a blind person could have welded better than what I did there, but I was in a hurry and my welding mask was not auto dimming correctly, and so I just said, hell with it. And it's ugly, but it's going to work. I got my dual port. I've opened up the exhaust port where it comes into the can. And now I have the cylinder mounted on the bottom end here. I could finish this saw up if I wanted, but I am going to wait just a few days. I found an entire parts lot of OEM screws and more rubber pieces and whatnot for a very reasonable price. So this Farmertec 361, it's gonna have probably 100% OEM hardware on this saw. I'm gonna have I'll have OEM brake band pieces. What else was in there? I'm gonna have OEM intake boot, other rubber pieces. What do I got? There's rubber anti-vibe pieces that are coming, I believe. But yeah, just, I don't know, I think I spent maybe $50 on OEM part, maybe 60, because I got that carburetor. I got that one reasonable, I think $20. But yeah, so after purchasing the kit saw, I've got about $60 invested in just some eBay auction items that I'm going to make this saw with a couple extra OEM parts. Even the flywheel nut, that's an OEM steel nut. So just throwing some extra pieces on there. Again, muffler's done. Kind of see, one thing I maybe should have looked at was, let me hold my phone right here. So bottom dead center. I don't know. Really didn't have to do anything there. What I'm thinking of is I think it was on the 024s that I did at bottom dead center. The bottom of that exhaust port had a little lip. It was a little high. I could have went down on the bottom side of the exhaust to match a little better. But just looking in the intake. So this one will be wrapped up pretty soon. I got a big snowstorm coming in the next day or two up here in Wisconsin. So I don't know if that's going to slow down any of our firewood making that I had planned, but hopefully have some video of this thing running soon.